because 0 to 18 months, and we know part of my background is I'm a prenatal psychologist, and pre and perinatal focuses on early attachment, the time in the womb, the time post-birth. And it's not that we want to make that specialized. Again, I'll highlight that. It's just that we want to give that a context so it gets oriented as a moment in time, not something that can cause the nervous system to get reactive. Because 0 to 18 months is the time frame in infancy where everything's all there is. They don't know that, oh, I'm crying in the crib, but my mom will come in an hour and pick me up. They just think it's forever. Or they think, oh, I'm never, it's all or nothing. And when the body gets the all or nothing signals, it goes into defense structures. It goes into coping mechanisms that don't fit present time. And that's what I help adults with, whether it's adoption or other things, it doesn't matter. It's like, how do you actually regulate your own nervous system so you can stay relational, you can enjoy life, you can learn how to thrive, and you can integrate the hardships of life, but they don't hijack your clarity of thought, your heart, your ability to feel loved and lovable. And these are the things we're speaking to. Do you want to say a little bit, Kristen, about some of the beliefs that you struggled with that would come up in terms of regular social interaction?
I definitely believe that adoption can affect identity formation and values of self-worth. And that adoptees often hold beliefs that result from that pre-verbal trauma that we've been talking about, and the abandonment, such as I'm not lovable, people will leave, it isn't safe to trust, I need to be perfect, I will be whatever you need me to be, I don't belong, something is wrong with me, I'm going to get in trouble.
What is it like to be whatever you want me to be?
It means you have less willpower. It's more like your life is out of your own like your life is out of your own control.
And then you would be adapting a lot rather than being able to sort of set your ground sometimes, or push back a little, or have your own space.
Right. Like there's no center. There's no center to yourself. There's only like the fear of abandonment shaping, like, well, if I comply, then maybe nothing bad's going to happen. But if I don't, then something bad will happen. So I better just go along with what everybody else is doing.
Does that make sense to our audience? Yeah, little thumbs up if you're following along. Yeah, and that's the underbelly, and that's what we want to give you a sense of. How do you rest your cheek against the underbelly and help it reorganize? One of the things that happens is we call it need shock. And shock is a term that just means if the body gets overwhelmed, it will go into a freeze response. So that's like having your central spine a little frozen and you move around it. And so that means all the wires aren't quite working. You're not relaxing enough to receive. There can be a hypervigilance.
I do have another quote from somebody. So Leslie Johnson says, children are egocentric by nature, so they believe everything happens because of them. While they may have a conscious understanding of the reasons why they were placed for adoption, some still believe there was something wrong with them, that their mother couldn't parent them. And that's such an early belief, like what Annie was talking about with need shock and everything. Like these early beliefs form in a pre-verbal way that end up becoming beliefs such as the ones that I was mentioning, of like I'm not lovable, or it isn't safe to trust, and things like that.